Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 19 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason did it again. He went back-to-back Maddoxes, this time against the Florida Marlins, the Miami Marlins, excuse me, at home, pitching 9 innings, collecting 8 strikeouts, allowing 1 hit, but no runs. So, obviously, great month for Jason so far. My goodness. I mean, not as great as the month of March or the month of April for him, but good goodness. We started off, feel like we started off strong with a win against the Rockies, and then we had, just 3, we had just a great showing so far this year. It's incredible. So let's go ahead and keep going here. I do want to see, let's do a bullpen day real fast. We can get our hits per 9 number up if we wanted. Increase the cap on our K per 9. I think I would like to. I don't really care about the Washington Nationals. They're just not my my thing here. Jack Reinheimer appreciates that you've been a good friend to him. You too, buddy. We've been through thick and thin together. Due to your friendship, Reinheimer teaches you about a way to improve your stamina. Well, how about that? At least 100 pitches in your next appearance to master the technique. I'll try it out, sure. I didn't realize that there were perks for getting maxed out relationships. I might have to see to it that I get 100 pitches this next time. But we take a look at the awards for last month, and boy howdy, pitcher of the month, Peter Goss for the Cincinnati Reds. Well, okay. You win this time, Goss. But we get ourselves out here again. We can increase our relationship with, I guess, catcher Eric Neely. Keep going here. See if we can't find the problem in your swing. And that should bring us out here against the San Diego Padres in Petco Park. Now, Jason has faced the Padres a grand total of 9 times before. He has a 6-0 record against them, a 1.39 ERA, and a 1.99 WOBA. So excellent numbers against these San Diego Padres, who really have not been able to do much more than force a no decision on him. But in order to maintain that great record, we're going to have to get out here and get it.
Summer sun is nearly set, and now it's time for baseball at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. It's a battle of top-tier pitchers next on the show. Mike Vento gets the start for San Diego in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that.
Coming to the plate now, Akinori Inaba. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Well, the top of the Diamondbacks roster can't do anything against the pitchers here for the Padres, so here comes Jason to do his job. Let's get it.
First pitch on its way.
Two-seamer on the outside at 95, and that'll start the game for him.
Squad as they begin play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games.
Hung it over the, well, I guess not hung it, but floated it over the outside half, and he couldn't pull the trigger. That's strike 2.
And this team's sitting pretty right now.
Calls for a cutter down and away. Little baby slider. In the words of Pedro Martinez, he taps the cutter down for strike 2.
And we'll do it again.
Hey, come on now. One time right here.
The
0-2 two-seamer down and in.
And another foul ball.
Fouls that one off. Well, let's go ahead and go slider down and away.
The next 0-2.
Swing and a miss, goes reaching for it, and that'll be the first out of the game.
With a moment here in downtown
First
San
out of the
Diego,
game.
a look at the Padres starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Now batting, Colin Pulliam. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
Good numbers from Colin Pulliam as a...
Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch.
I'm pretty sure this guy's a rookie, too, so he very well might be
He does a little bit of all of those things.
in the running for Rookie of the Year.
Here's the first pitch.
Against Jason so far, he has a 250 batting average, but only 4 plate appearances, so whatever that's worth to you.
Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best.
That one hit was a double, though, so
again, he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Floated curveball over the inside corner.
Up on that inside curveball.
Throws him for strike 2.
That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Give him a fastball down and in. Swing and a miss, blew it right past him.
Out number 2.
3 pitches, get off my plate.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So
Jason feeling it today.
You're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a two-seamer
Ball one on a
inside to start
two-seamer,
the
well
at-bat.
inside,
It's
up to a
1-0.
left-handed hitter.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
A ball and a strike
Maybe
to
a
the
bit of
Padres
a
first baseman.
mercy call from the ump
Pretty
there. That
adamant
was
about
just a
working
little
him
bit inside
right
on the
now.
top
Back-to-back
corner.
fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Try a slider down and in now, early in the count. That one grounded up the middle. Jack Reinheimer dives to get it, but he can't quite connect on it, so that'll be a base hit from Andres Torres, I think is who it was, or Antonio
Nice
Torres.
effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that.
So good diving catch to prevent that from going out into the infield, or the outfield, but we do have runner on first with 2 away. Strike on the inside corner to a lefty with a pitch up and in. Again, a little bit of a mercy call there.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Taps the two-seamer down.
Piece there as this is chopped foul.
And now the call for a changeup down and away.
With 2 away.
Taps that one, so he stays alive at 0-2. Call was for an up and away fastball. I'm going to give him a curveball below the zone.
The 0-2 once more. Just
Taps
staying
that
alive,
one
putting
down and
together
away.
A really good at bat here.
That one is grounded over to Jack Reinheimer. He gets that one, and that will end the inning.
Padres lead 1. Still no score.
Next up, Mackenzie Chamberlain. Arizona did pull one up on the Padres here in the top of the second, so Jason comes out with the lead.
First offering on its way.
That's grounded into the hole. Good scramble down the first baseline, but Jack Reinheimer's throw does beat him out, and that's 1 away. So we got Eric Neely over at first instead of Morris Lamb, but the usual suspects otherwise. Cam Gallagher behind the dish, and on the bump, as usual, Mr. Jason Parham.
In now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Jorge Alfaro.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in
Two-seamer
there.
up and in for strike 1. Jorge Alfaro, catcher for The Phillies and the Marlins, now for the Padres in Jason's world. That one is right on the corner, up and in for strike 2.
He continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt?
How about a two-seamer inside in the zone? Pulls his sword on it, doesn't fully swing on it.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
And now a curveball below the zone is the next call. That one bounces in the dirt. Cam Gallagher blocks it behind the plate for ball 2.
Trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes for.
Two-seamer right off the bat.
Finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That's a base hit for Jorge Alfaro here. His 29th plate appearance against Jason. He's hitting only 143, slugging 179. But, you know, considering some of the performances that other players have put out, that's not necessarily the worst performance in the world. But that will bring up Ben Gamel with Jorge Alfaro on first and 1 out in the second.
First delivery to him on the way.
Cutter up and in for strike 1.
Looked at 0-1. Down.
Curveball grounded past the first baseman out into left field. Alfaro's scrambling to third. And they're even going to get Gamel over to second there. I'm not sure how they're going to score that one.
This part is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down.
Well, Jason finds himself in a little bit of trouble here. I'm going to go ahead and just call that one a double, but I'll have to go back and verify that later.
Get your pitch. That'll bring up Tony Walters.
Tony Walters, former Colorado Rocky, I think. Two-seamer up and in.
After appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night.
Changeup right down the pipe, froze him.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with two.
Definitely don't give him something to hit.
But if anything is belt or above.
Chops the two-seamer or the 12-6 down.
The runner at third. Gamel is over at second with 1 down in the inning.
Two-seamer way below the zone for ball 1.
Swinging a looper
Pop fly left field. Rhys Hoskins runs in to get it, and he will hold the runner at third. Great throw there. That'll bring up Mike Vento here, pitcher.
Tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Cutter top of the zone at 95. I think that's about as fast as I've seen him throw his cutter. I mean, one of the things about the breaking fastballs, the two-seamers, your sinkers, your cutters, is that they lack velocity relative to your four-seam fastball. So Jason's getting his two-seamer up to about 97, 98 these days. He could possibly be throwing 3 digits if he threw a simple four-seamer. Either way, Mike Vento strikes out, and that will end the inning.
After this. Jason Parham steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and try to swing away on this one.
Hey, come on, guys.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a flare out to left center.
That's a bloop out into the gap in left center field, and that'll be a base hit for Jason. Swinging on the first pitch, and he is on base here in the third inning. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just need to make contact. Incidentally, because we've switched the difficulty for hitting to Hall of Fame for the Solomon series, that means Jason, too, is hitting on Hall of Fame difficulty. Only difference is I haven't used the same sliders on this... haven't used the same sliders on his game that I have used for Solomon's game, so a little bit different difficulty for hitting, but nonetheless, you know, Pitchers are still treating Jason as strictly a pitcher, not a threat with the bat, and they've been getting punished for that. So Jason,
and kids, this is why you
Jason going in, spikes first almost.
Could have been an easy double play ball.
Flips
really
second baseman.
to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
So Jason not necessarily playing dirty, but playing hard out here. Gets out on the play, but it does put a man, leave a man on first there. Arizona can't do anything with it. But don't say that Jason doesn't come out here and play hard.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as you'll take a look at strike one.
Two-seamer up and away for strike one.
Here we go, guys.
See if I can get him fishing for a curveball. I can't get him fishing, but he will just stare at that one, have a seat, and get comfortable.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category.
Well, once again, Jason, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Wins are not the best measure. They're not even a valid measure of a pitcher's success.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
A pitcher only wins if their team scores more runs than the other team, and that is not something a pitcher can really control. But it's one of those things that the game says is important, therefore it is important. So we like to win.
And this one runs a
two-seamer just off the inside of the plate there for ball two.
The fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Yanked on the ground down
fouls off that fastball right about the middle of the plate.
2-2.
But it was very early, so maybe Jason can get him swinging on a slider.
And keep that front shoulder square.
Give it a try here.
That'll keep everything.
Swing and a miss. That'll be his second strikeout, and that's number 5 on the day for Jason.
There are 2 gone in the inning.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the
Give him a
box now,
two-seamer
Antonio
inside.
Alvarez. And this ball is crushed deep
Pounds
down the right
on
field
that
line.
one, but it
And
drifts
that's gonna wind up
foul.
looking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Come on, big guy. Hey, now.
So Antonio Torres getting lucky on that one, or Jason getting lucky on that one.
Hey, now, we've got 2. Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Wind up and the 0-1. And a pitch
Cutter just
up and
off the
in, keeping
inside
him on
corner
as 1-1.
for ball 1.
2 out, nobody on.
Right guy, right spot. Come on now, kid.
How about a two-seamer away?
One ball
Fouls
and 2
that off.
strikes to count.
Give him a changeup low and outside.
Had to
He
sit
goes
back
reaching
on
for
the
that one
changeup, and he did a good
below
job
the
to get
zone,
bat
and
on that
that's
one.
still a 1-2 count. Two-seamer up and away. Let's get it.
Skied in the air to straightaway
Fly ball,
Chasing
left center
after
field. Rhys Hoskins jogging back, and he gets it to end the inning.
End the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. It remains 1-0.
Come on, guys.
Drew Robinson, the next to dig in, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The right fielder.
All right,
Delivery to him
Drew
on the
Robinson.
way. And a high strike to begin the at bat. It's 0-1. Robinson, a 6'1"
Takes a
left-handed
fastball
hitter,
to
but
start the
throws
at-bat.
right-handed. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Changeup just off the inside corner, low and inside, and that's ball 1.
Exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Swings and misses on the cutter inside. Late on that one. Call now is for a curveball to the outside corner.
See it, drive it like you can.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's
Give it a
the
shot.
pitch. Good swing on a tough
Chops
pitch,
that
and
into
he'll
Cam
stick around
Gallagher's
to see
business.
another one.
Stays alive.
The 1-2.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, though. That'll be strikeout number 6, and that's one away here in the inning.
One of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Mackenzie Chamberlain now.
Next to the Padres.
Giving the cutter down and in. Good take on that one, just off the inside corner for ball 1.
Thus far.
Go up and away with the two-seamer.
Lifted the other
Off the end of the bat, out to left field. Rhys Hoskins is there, takes it in, and that's the second out.
Riding in.
And that'll bring up Jorge Alfaro again. Got a single off of Jason in the second inning. Try a change up there. Swing and a miss.
Cut on and missed 0-1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot.
Swung a little early on that one. Calls now for another one. This one away.
Regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Change up outside. Good take for ball 1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls.
Holds back on a curveball, and that'll be ball 2.
3 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Padres.
Change up now, bottom part of the zone. Chops that down, and that'll be strike 2. Now the calls for one up and inside. Jason not chopping as much lumber as he used to, but let's get it nonetheless. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning.
Padres down in order. They trail this one 1-0.
Jason now hitting .364 on the season. It's quite unbelievable.
Get things going here in inning number 5. Here comes the first pitch.
Well, that's a grounder over to second, so he's not going to get anything out of that one. That'll be the first out of the inning. Yeah, they indeed did give a double to Ben Gamel.
It's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound
about the middle of the zone for strike 1.
And he
floats one top of the zone. That's strike 2.
Nobody here, no outs.
Try a curveball now below the zone. Chops it down.
Hey, all right, here we go.
The next 0-2.
Yeah, not a big fan of this execution.
Good job going down.
Ben Gamel still manages to get the bat to that one well down and away. Not sure how he got that one, but it's still 0-2.
Now another 0-2. And he'll try and
holds off on that curveball finally.
Back here, it's 1-2.
Try to get him to chase that.
Jason's sitting at 62 pitches on the day through 4 innings.
Well, could see it again here though.
Pitch up there, huh?
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away.
Another foul off from Ben Gamel.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Try another two-seamer down and in.
And he struck
right on the inside corner, according to the ump, and that'll be strikeout number 8 on the day. Out number 1 of the inning. Let's go.
Working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June.
And that'll bring up Tony Walters.
Tony Walters flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Going slider first pitch, dips below the zone for ball 1.
Take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back.
Oh, that sawed him off. Two-seamer on the inside. That popped out to Rafael Devers for the second out of the inning.
Play for route number 2.
And here comes Mike Vento again. He's pitching a very good game so far. Only allowed about 4 or 5 hits.
Hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot.
has to put
Two-seamer just above the zone at 97. I think Jason's got that recharge working now. Starts throwing faster in the second half of the game, or when his stamina gets low. Give him a two-seamer up and away.
Misses above the zone.
Ump doesn't call that one, so try it again.
He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent.
That's foul, chopped up the first baseline.
But this will be a foul ball as that
Now the calls for a changeup down and away. See if Mike Vento can get the bat up to it. Indeed not. That'll be strikeout number 9 on the day for Jason, and that will end the inning.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Diamondbacks lead this one 1-0. The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Akinori, Inaba, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, it's still a tight one here, 1-0 here going into the 6th.
This point in the game, you know you're doing something right.
Jason at 72 pitches, so they got him working.
Coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
But he's also getting himself his own share of strikeouts today, so hard to say that it's not going to turn out well for him. As long as he can keep the ball on the corners and not give up too many hits.
Come on, let it fly.
1-2 now.
Change up away, strike 2. Try two-seamer down and away. That's bounced over to Rafael Devers. Gets it over to first base, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Bringing up Colin Pulliam.
Now batting, third baseman, Colin Pulliam.
Here comes the first
Try
pitch.
a changeup.
In there.
Froze him on the first pitch. Changeup for strike 1.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Padres.
How about a cutter up and away?
Ball 1.
That one looked like it could
Right on the
easily have
black.
gone the other way.
Not
There's
sure
a
where
big
that
difference
ump saw
between
that one,
0-2
but
and
ball 1 nonetheless.
But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Swings and misses on the slider down. That'll be strike 2.
1-2.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
Strikeout for us right now, baby. Let's go.
How about a two-seamer down and in, Pulliam? Swing and a miss. Give that man a hat. That's strikeout number 3 on the day for him. Number 10 on the day for Jason. Second out of the inning. And he's got his stuff going today. No doubt about that. Here comes Antonio Torres, one of the few people to get a hit off of Jason today.
He flew out in his last at-bat.
Antonio.
First delivery to him.
Cutter up and in is my first pitch. Just off the corner for ball 1.
Hey, get your pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Two-seamer down and away.
And a strike
Gets
to
the
even
corner
count.
for strike 1.
1-1.
Next call is for a changeup down and in.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first
Fouls off the
baseline.
changeup on the inside.
Ball 1-2
That actually was more of a middle cut, so it's a good thing that that one got fouled.
The 1-2 is looked at.
Two-seamer held back on. That's ball 2.
Nobody on.
You know what? I haven't used any Showtime today. We're in the 7th? The 6th? Give him the Ant special. High inside curveball. Did he swing? He did not, apparently.
We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3.
All right, well, strike 3. Give it a try.
Swinging a ball yanked down.
Yokes the changeup out to right field. Harper's out there to get it, but that's going to be another base hit for Torres. They're going to hold him at first, though. I figured he had a double all the way, but they're going to hold him at first, and that'll be man on first.
You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on
Swing and a miss on the cutter on the inside. That's strike one.
Drew Robinson is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Pulls the slider on the inside corner, and that's strike two.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1-1-1.
Chops the chain to the curveball over to first base. Eric Neely's got it, and that'll end the inning. Jason at 88 pitches through 6 innings. We'll see if they yank him already.
They're on the short end of a
But
1-0 score.
He's keeping it. The Padres are keeping it respectable. It's only 1-0 through 6. They are going to let Jason bat again, though. Got a new pitcher out here, Mr. Baez. Slider inside corner for ball one.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it right here.
Another one inside.
As the count moves.
What is your name?
Now.
Jose Baez.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0. And he's
Slider just below the zone, 3-0.
To him now.
And I would like to think that was a good read, but I think I just wasn't prepared for that pitch.
Now the 3-0 offering is laid off, but
There's a strike, finally.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
But that's a walk for Jason, and he gets on base without even lifting the bat off his shoulder.
Pitcher leading off the inning.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Here comes Carlos Castro now for the D-backs. Coming on to swing the bat, hopefully. 0 for 2 on the day.
The 2-1. Strike 2 swinging.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Right side.
Well, that's going to be a double play here.
There's one.
Well, maybe not. Fielder's choice just because of the foot speed of Carlos Castro. But once again, Jason eliminated from the base paths.
Nice play by the first baseman right there on a dive.
Nice diving catch, though, from the first baseman.
Cut the lead runner down. Terrific play.
But Jason back out here to face Mackenzie Chamberlain.
They'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this.
Still 1-0 going into the bottom of the 6th, the 7th.
No balls and 1 strike. That's
2-seamer away, another one, second one in a row, and that's
I gotta say, his
strike
command
2.
of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west.
Try a change up away now. He goes tapping on that one away, and that'll be foul ball. Stays alive. Go a little further out, maybe. Yeah, that was a little farther out, but no swing on it, so it's ball 1.
He has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Lofted in the air out toward right
Pop
center.
fly on the cutter up and in, and that'll be the out number 1.
So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check
It's
out
entirely
the league leaders in
likely, I would say, that Jason's not going to finish this one out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they go right after him on the
2-seamer up in the zone,
inside.
away up and in. That's strike 1.
Hey, we got one. Hey, let's go right here.
Try a slider down now.
And he misses
Below the
one.
zone, well below the zone for strike for ball 1. Cutter up.
High fly ball
Pop
out to
fly,
straightaway
center field.
Castro is camped under
Carlos
this one,
Castro
and that's out
gets to
number 2.
wait a long time for that one, and that's out number 2. So here comes Ben Gamel.
Packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely
Takes
fooled.
strike
Look
1
for him
down
to be
part
on the attack
middle of the
early in
zone, and
the
that's
second.
strike 1.
Now the 0-1.
Try a change up now.
And he lays
Just
off
below
for
the zone, and that's ball 1.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip. Let's go.
Give him the cutter up and in. We're already at 98 pitches.
Count now to 2 balls
That's
and a
ball
strike to
2.
Ben Gamel. Next
So
pitch will be
Jason
number
is now
100
guaranteed
for
to
an
get
out
his
for
100th
6
pitch here.
2/3.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
Regardless of what else happens, that should be the stamina bump.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking
The cap
ball in
bump
this start.
for stamina.
That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch right here.
Now we'll give him a cutter up and in again. No
And
swing,
it's
and that makes it 3-2.
Count now.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's what...
All right, we'll give him a changeup on the outside corner. I'm going to be aggressive with the spot because I want the strikeout.
Yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the
That's
ball
11
game, and this one
strikeouts on the
ends
day
the
for
inning.
Jason, and that will
3 up,
end
3 down
the
for
inning.
San Diego. They still trail 1-0.
They're going to leave Jason in here to face Tony Walters here, top 8, or bottom 8, excuse me.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game.
They must really
Only
trust
down by
Jason,
1.
even
All
at
they
100
need to do is
pitches
get
over any of the bullpen.
Get away from tying this thing up.
That, unfortunately, is an error. E6. Jack Reinheimer, wild throw from short to get, try to get get Walters out on the base paths. Not a hit for him per se, but that's still a man on base.
Your attention, please.
And they're going to bring up Cristobal Faraday here to pinch hit.
Cristobal Faraday.
And Jason going to be left in here. I mean, I guess they're not thinking that it was his fault necessarily. See what you got, Faraday.
Out in front of it,
Pulls the
strike 1.
fastball.
The average down at an even 220. 6 home runs and
Bit of a
23
slugger here,
driven in.
220, 6 home runs and 23 RBI, so not that he can't hit the ball, it's just that he's more of a slugger than he is a contact hitter.
Hey, no one better here. Let's go. Come on.
Try a change up down and away. No swing, and that's ball 1. 34,533 people here in Petco Park. The Padres, thank you for your support.
Hey, drive those guys in. Here we go.
To 2 balls and 2
Fastball
strikes
just above the zone, and that's
Walters
ball 2.
on at first, nobody out.
How about a cutter up and in?
And it's fouled away.
Sprays that one off to stay alive. 2-2 count. We'll go ahead and give him another Showtime changeup down and away.
He's
Swings and
rolling
misses.
right now, and even
He
dozen
strikes out.
strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Really important time
And that'll
for a
bring
strikeout
up
there, guys.
Akinori Inaba again. Nope, it will not. I mean, it will, but Jason won't face him.
It becomes a lot more difficult to
So
manufacture
12
that run.
strikeouts, 8 1/3 innings, or 7 1/3 innings, and that'll end the game for Jason.
And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the
Silvino
tying
Bracho
run
coming on to
Silvino
set up
Bracho
the game for the
to make an
closer.
appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Got a 2.79 ERA, and he has a chance to close things out here. Well, not to close things out, but he's going to be the man to hold this one down. Survey says. Well, it was another high-effort night for Jason, but the D-backs keep a clean sheet against the Padres, and Jason comes out of it with a win. He pitches for 7 1/3 innings, allows 4 hits but no runs, collects 12 strikeouts, and gets himself the win. He's at 9-1 on the year, and he goes to 88-43 in his career. His ERA has gone to 1.07, his FIP is at 0.90, and his xFIP is at 2.24. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.